Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Still a little stunned with how that finished up out there, but I told our team 4 or 5 years ago, we came here for the regional, and we had just a tremendous comeback against Brigham Young to win and advance to play this outstanding Pitt program. And it's just nearly miraculous what these guys have done this season, how they've come together as a team, and just not just how much they love each other. We talk about that all the time, and how they've just played with this purpose. But then you got to go out and beat people, okay? And that's not easy. You look at the list of top 20 teams we've beaten this season. It's been very, very impressive, and it's because not just because of these two, okay, but because of about 18 players and a great coaching staff that has helped us get there. So I'm thrilled. I was mixed emotionally. I felt like we had a better team if you broke it all down, if we would play well like we've been playing. I thought we could win the match, but then making it happen is never as simple as that. And when they jumped on us and embarrassed us in the first set, one of two things were going to happen. We were going to go away, or we were going to fight. And this team decided to fight. Even though they're the nicest group in the world, they decided to fight. And that's what I'm most proud of. So we're happy, and we know we got a big challenge ahead of us tomorrow, but we're going to take about 30 minutes and try to enjoy this one.
Questions?
Kenna, what was the difference between the first set and then the next three?
Yeah, I think the beginning we were just like, whoa, what's going on, you know? Obviously not how we wanted to come out at all. And then we knew we had to flip it around. We kind of got a little momentum there towards the end of the first set, and I think that helped us a lot going into the second set. And then we were just, I think, passing the ball better. That was kind of what really took us out of the game in the first set. We were passing the ball better and then making smart decisions and going out there with confidence. And as each set went on, we gained confidence, and we knew that we could take that team.
Coach, you mentioned your team fought after that first set. You know, you go down and you fight the next 3 sets. But what are the major things you saw, you noticed that your team was doing that you fixed up in that first set going forward?
Just emotionally not being prepared to play a match, and that's on the coach. You know, you never know how every team is going to respond to a situation like this, so you do some thinking about what you need to say. But it really wasn't about what we did. It's one of those things. That team, we'd beaten that outfit early in the season, and they were a little more fired up than we were. They came out with a little bit more of the right mentality than we did. But as Kenna said, serve receive was awful. And that's the thing that breaks down when you're not really playing with great confidence and where you need to be emotionally. And then we just needed to take a breath, and we did that and came back and turned it around, you know, really pretty quick. And really the last 3 sets, you look at the numbers, we outplayed them in all 3 of those sets. So that's the thing that's really encouraging to me.
Bianca, you guys outblocked them 12-7. How big was your block in the comeback and also just winning the match?
I mean, when I got subbed into the game, there was like no time to be nervous, really. It's a big match, and I just love this team with my whole heart. Love Dave and love everyone behind the scenes. So I just tried my best.
Coach, off of Zoom here, can you talk about the impact Bianca made tonight coming in and the immediate impact she made?
Yeah, we've had 3 middle blockers this season that have all contributed greatly to our success, and they haven't been healthy together for probably more than about 10 matches. We've only had 2. And so we were lucky we survived that kind of a situation, similar to what SMU ran into last weekend, by the way. But Bianca is playing at a really high level. You know, she's kind of been on the outside looking in the last few matches, okay, which is hard if you're a selfish individual. But if you're the opposite of that, which she is, she's ready when it's her time. And she's been contributing every way, and we're watching her get better and better. And I don't know who the 2 best are of the 3, but the other 2 have a little more experience. And so because of that, we've kind of led with them. But now we found out, you know, what Bianca's ready to do when she comes in. The other thing I think to answer the question is she gave us a little more size. I said all week that Malaya Jones is one of the 3 best offensive players in the country. I mean, that, you know, another one we're going to see tomorrow, okay? Or not tomorrow, but fortunately we'll have a little rest tomorrow, time to prepare for her. But she's one of those that is just impossible to stop, no matter how much attention you put on her. But Bianca gave a little more presence, a little more size, and she'd been able to watch the entire match and understand, okay, I got an idea what might be happening here, although she may admit a couple times she didn't. But still, you know, she was giving us a little bit more of a presence, I thought, out there.
Kenna, go ahead.
As you guys plan on going against Pitt on Saturday, what do you guys plan on doing for preparation?
Well, we've already done a lot of that work, just like they've done a lot of that work, you know, for us. I think they're built a little bit like the team we just played. I mean, their right side player is the player of the year last year. Likely to be the player of the year this year. She's a right side player like Jones was. I mean, Babcock is a little more proven at this point in time, obviously with the accolades that she's gotten. I think Pitt has a little bit better weapons in some other spots. So it's going to force us to really play at a high level in a lot of areas to be able to beat them. But we'll have to get back and watch a lot of tape. I know it's late tonight, but we'll be on it tonight. And got tomorrow and so forth. But we're just happy where we are right now to beat a really, really good SMU team.
Kenna, 23 kills, a .457 hitting percentage. That's hard to do any time of the year, but nevertheless, the Sweet 16. What was going on today that you just had the hot hand?
Yeah, I think along with what Bianca said, just love this team. Did not want the season to be over, and I knew this is a team that we could beat. But also, Dave reminded me that right after the game that I had not been playing great here recently. I've gotten better in the tournament, but I knew that.
Explain, she had an ankle injury against Penn State about 6 matches ago. We couldn't afford to let her rest it. She just kept grinding, and that kind of was a nagging injury for her. That sometimes it goes from the ankle up to the mind a little bit. And she kind of forgot what kind of player she was for just a couple matches. And then each match she's been getting better and better. And this is the player that we like to see, that she truly is. First team All-American, so I think she is.
Yeah, I feel like my ankle's just been feeling a lot better, and I really, really wanted to go out there and, you know, play my best and play like I know how to. I think my idea tonight was just to go high hands and hit as hard as I could. That was kind of what I did a lot through that match.
Kenna, how much does it help to have a coach like that instills confidence in you every single day?
Yeah, it's been a difference maker. I definitely am not the strongest minded player, I would say, but having coaches that instill belief in me daily helps.
There'd be a lot of people that argue with that tonight about how mentally tough you are. There'd be a lot of people that would argue that.
Yeah, it's great.
Coach, did anyone assert themselves as the voice in the huddle between sets 1 and 2? And if so, who was that?
That'd be. I don't get in there right away, okay? When I get in there, I say my stuff, and then I step out because this is a team-led. This is a player-led team. So I would have to ask these guys. You have to ask these guys if anybody took control of those situations.
I think one of our biggest vocal leaders is probably Ryan, and so I would say her. But I think we all did a really good job chipping in and kind of talking to each other and getting us ready for set 2.
I would agree with that.
And then Bianca, you didn't play at all in the first 2 rounds. How do you stay encouraged, waiting for your moment and then being ready when it comes?
I just, like I said before, there's no team I love more than this team, and like the thought of us ending it tonight, if I was called up, like I didn't have time to be nervous, I just wanted to do my best for my teammates and my coaches and everyone. I love them so much.
I know you were outstanding offensively, but to the keen eye, your serve reception tonight, really a high level of ball control, had double-digit digs and then a career high tying 5 blocks. What you did defensively and 6 rotations, talk about the development at Purdue and what that staff has done to help you get to this level.
Yeah, well, first off, tonight I think the serving was tough, so that was definitely a big focus of mine, and then we knew coming into this game that the defense was going to be very, very important, so that was one of my main goals of the game tonight. But yeah, I think the development has come a long way. Obviously, I'm most comfortable in the outside position, and I played 6 rotations in high school, but it's a lot different in the college scene, and especially in the Big Ten and the national tournament. But yeah, I think just sticking with it and getting as many reps as I can, and my coach is instilling belief in me.
Perfect. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.